Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little tour of WebAssign from the student view. Okay, so when you log into WebAssign, after you get into the appropriate course, you'll be brought to this home page. All right. Now, the thing that you're going to use most frequently is obviously going to be this My Assignments tab here, right? And the thing to remember is these assignments are always going to be listed by due date. So the thing that's due first is going to, the thing that's due soonest is going to be at the top, and the thing that's due latest is going to be at the bottom. So you see here, you can see July 9th, and then July 14th, 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 and then the dates get later and later as you go down the list. So you really want to pretty much do these in order as they come. Okay, and then there's an announcement section which I will occasionally post to, so if there's any announcements, they'll be listed there. I don't really use the forms, so that will pretty much be blank over time. The calendar I really don't use either, but here you have the link to the ebook, so if you want to practice problems from the book or whatever you're going to do, just click on the ebook and it'll open up, and then you can choose whatever page you want, or you can just click by chapter, right? So you can go through the ebook that way. And then down lower, below assignments, you have any grades that might be posted. I mean, this is the beginning of the term, so there's nothing there yet. And then you have this personal study plan. Okay, so what you can do is you can go into the personal study plan, chapter 5, right? I did chapter 5. And what you can do is you can take a chapter quiz, and if you get 80% or higher, they're going to consider that having mastered that chapter. If you get below 80%, then what you can do is you can see where you made your errors in what sections, and then you can go through a practice quiz on that specific section, or you can even view a tutorial where they'll take you through problems in step-by-step manner, and there'll be videos and things like that that you can watch also, right? So what I do there is I put the review chapters in the personal study plan. So chapters 1, 2, 3, and 5 are in the personal study plan as a review of the previous course, which was Math 152. Okay, so if I go back to the home page now, the only other thing that was left below the personal study plan was this little tab here that says resources, and it looks like there's nothing here, but this here, that where it says Stewart Precalculus 6E, this is actually something to click on, and what it does is it expands into the individual chapters, and what you can do here is you can see videos on every section in the textbook, right? So they have a video, at least one video for each section. So let's say we want to look at the unit circle videos. Just click on 5.1, and then you have a couple different options here. You have Kazmersak videos, one on the unit circle, and then a Mosley video that deals with identifying a unit circle and its relationship to real numbers. And again, there's going to be at least one video for each section, and a lot of the sections are going to have more than one video, right? 5.5, there's one from Kazmersak, and 2 in this case from Mosley. So those are also a good tool, the resources. And that's the last thing on the page. Okay, so let's say I was going to try doing this homework. Click on the homework, 7.1. And at the top here you can see there's 23 questions. And then you can just start answering the questions. All the questions are going to be displayed at once. I find that the easier way to do it. So you can just go and answer these questions. Right, 3 cosine t tan t. You can rewrite the tangent of t as the sine of t over the cosine of t. So then the cosine of t's would cancel, and you just have 3 sine of t. And after you enter an answer, you can either submit it or you can save your progress. If you want to check it, you can just click submit, and then they'll tell you whether you have it right or wrong. They'll put a little check mark there or a little X there telling you whether it's correct or incorrect. It's taking a little bit of time because of the fact that I'm recording right now, so that's taking up a lot of memory on my computer. It's not really a WebAssign problem, it's really my computer issue. So that one was right? I get the little green check mark. And the other thing to notice here is inside these problems, a lot of the problems, you have these little links that'll say read it, which is going to open up the ebook for you, watch it, which is going to be a video, and chat about it, which is an online tutorial. It's an online tutor, actually. You can actually get a regular tutor that way, live tutor. So a lot of these problems have the videos, the watch its, which are pretty good. Right? And then the other thing to note is all the questions have this little ask your teacher button next to them. So if you have a problem on one of the questions, and after watching the video, or possibly even using one of the live tutors, if you still can't, if you still don't understand the problem, just click this little ask your teacher button here, and it sends me an email. And even if I don't reply to it, online, I will make a note of it, and then we can go over it during the next class period. So I encourage you to use that Ask Your Teacher feature whenever you have a problem, whether it's on the homework or on a quiz. Okay? And then when I'm finished, I can either submit the assignment or just save the assignment progress. And then it'll bring me back to my home page. Again, it's taking a long time because I'm currently recording. Oop, actually it doesn't take me back to the home page. I actually have to click on home to get back to the home page. Okay. But again, it's taking a long time because of the video. Alright. And then at any given time, whatever's due will get updated. Whatever has been past due will get updated into the grade book, so you can just click on grades. And of course it's blank at this point because there's been nothing due as of yet. And you can also just click on a link for my assignments, and it'll list all the assignments, whether they're past due or not, along with the grades. Right? You can see that it updated my homework 7.1 because I answered one question, so now it says 1 out of 13, 7.7%. So this gets updated as you answer questions. And the other thing I encourage you to do is, if you ever run into a problem where you think you have the right answer and it keeps marking it wrong, let me know. Because usually it's a problem, it's an error that you're making, but occasionally there is a problem with the actual question in WebAssign. So I encourage you to send me a Ask My Teacher message whenever something like this comes up. Okay? So that's about it.